Hi friends, welcome to Diane's Paradise and I hope all are doing good. Today I've come up with another iftar snack recipe which is chicken cutlet. I know you'll all have your own version of chicken cutlet recipe, but here is how I make them and I'm sure all the chicken lovers will enjoy it. To begin with, here I've taken one chicken breast cut into small pieces. I'm going to cook this chicken for just 5 minutes by adding about 1/4 to half cup of water, enough to cook them, and season it with some salt and pepper. Cover and cook the chicken on high flame for 3 to 5 minutes. Once cooked, take it out from the pan and then blend or shred the chicken pieces once they'll become a little cool. Don't throw away the stock. We can store these in freezer in the ice tray and use for our gravies or soup. Now into the same pan, heat some oil. Once the oil is hot, add chopped ginger, green chilies and one large size finely chopped onion. Saute all of this until the onions become a little dry and change its color to a little brown. Now we can add the spices. That's half teaspoon of turmeric, half teaspoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of white pepper powder and 1/4 to half teaspoon of garam masala. Saute all of this and then we can add 3 medium sized boiled and mashed potato to this and also the shredded chicken. You can shred the chicken with a fork or even grind in a mixer jar for 2 pulses, but not more than that because we are not looking for a chicken paste here. Saute all of this on medium high flame until the mixture becomes little dry. Now to this add chopped coriander and mint if you like, and for the binding add 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs will help the mixture to hold the shape and not break while you fry them. To make breadcrumbs, just put some bread slices into a mixer jar and blend for 30 seconds. You will have breadcrumbs. I like to add some lemon juice to it. If you wish, you can add or skip, or even you can try adding some chaat masala to it. That's your choice. Let the mixture cool down completely before we coat them. For the coating, I've taken 2 eggs. Season with salt and pepper. If you don't want to use eggs for coating, then you can make a batter out of all-purpose flour, which is maida, water, salt and pepper, and use the same way we are going to use the eggs here. I've slightly beaten the eggs and now using a 1/8 measure cup, I have scooped the mixture so that I get same sized cutlet balls. Sprinkle some breadcrumbs on the board so that we can roll the balls on it if in case the mixture is a little sticky. This mixture is a little sticky, so I'm just going to roll it on the breadcrumbs and then start shaping it. Here I'll show you 3 different ways you can shape the cutlets. I hope this will be helpful for the beginners. The first method is simply pressing it with your palm and fingers like this and just roll it the way I'm doing. With the thumb you can just press the sides and with the other hand keep rotating it till you get the desired size and the shape. The first cutlet is ready. Place it on the board. For the second method, take the same amount of the mixture and make a ball. For this method, we will take the support of the cutting board. First, sprinkle some breadcrumbs on the board and then press the cutlet mixture using your hands and then keep rotating the mix using your hands just the way I'm doing. Keep pressing and rotating the mixture until you have a nice cutlet without any cracks. So the second cutlet is also ready. For the third method, take a bigger size mixture ball, press it on the cutting board and then using cookie cutters you can get your desired shaped cutlets. Easy, isn't it? I usually follow the second method. I'm more comfortable using that method to get the cutlet shaped. All the cutlets are ready. Now let's coat them, for which take some breadcrumbs on a plate. Take each cutlet and dip in the egg mixture first, then coat with the breadcrumbs. Repeat this with all the cutlets. These coated cutlets can be stored in a freezer for up to 1 month in a netted container, but then you'll have to line each layer with parchment paper. Once you have done the coating, start coating them for the second time. I like to do 2 coats as I have felt this helps in getting an even and crispy outer coat on them, and also this way there is very less chance of them breaking from the sides while frying. It's time to fry them. You can shallow fry or deep fry them. Here I'm going to deep fry it. Drop them carefully into the oil. The heat should be medium low. This will change color in less than 30 seconds. So keep flipping them after every 20-30 seconds to check the sides. In case you see the center a little lighter than the sides, then pour oil on it the way I'm doing to fry them evenly. The color looks even on the side. Now it's time to take out from the oil. It will take less than 1 minute to fry each cutlet. The mixture we are using is already cooked, so all we need is to get a crispy coating. Take it out on a kitchen towel and our cutlets are ready. Now listen to this. That's how crispy they are on the outside. Similarly, fry rest of the cutlets. If you're liking this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, then welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such recipes, and also to press the bell icon next to the subscribe button and press all so that you get notified whenever I come up with new videos. All the cutlets are done. Here I have only used half of the mixture that I prepared earlier. So with this, if you're making small size cutlets, you can make around 25 small size cutlets. So here is how it looks from inside. It's full of flavor and soft inside and have got a crispy even coat outside. Perfect for any house party or to prepare for your iftar snacks. If you're trying this recipe, then don't forget to share me your feedback and your experience in the comments below. See you all soon with another exciting recipe video. Till then, take care and bye bye.